The soft-coated Wheaten Terrier's color is any shade of wheaten and is constantly undergoing change. Puppies are often, but not always, a rich red. Many carry dark tipping on ears and muzzle. Even in puppies, this dark color should not spill onto the head. These pups are all correct in color. Judges are reminded not to favor the redder puppy, as puppy color is not necessarily an indicator of adult color. In transition and as adults, most Wheaten coats contain guard hairs which can be black, brown, red, or white, but overall coat color must be clearly Wheaten. Sometimes Wheaten coats are banded. At no time should the Wheaten be white, but his coat is often quite light during this transition stage. Look behind the ears, on top of the head, and down the neck for evidence that the dog's color will be correct. Puppies and young dogs should not be faulted for lacking depth of color unless there is no evidence of Wheaten color anywhere. A Wheaten should never be sooty or white, as they are major faults. Proper color of the adult coat can vary, and the reddest coat isn't necessarily the best. Note that some of the dogs have darker shading on ears and muzzle, which is common. All are equally correct. Sooty color is a major fault. This dog's lovely coat is the proper color and texture and has developed the correct gentle wave. The proper adult coat is presented to show a terrier outline without being overly stylized. Sufficient coat has been left on the head, neck, and tail to balance the length of the body coat, with the head coat blended to present a rectangular outline. The proper trim requires a combination of thinning and tipping. Keep in mind that it is not the amount of coat trimmed, but rather the method used and the quality of the coat itself that determines the correct appearance. The ears have been trimmed to remove any fringing, but have not been taken all the way down to the leather. The hair on the top of the ear should be the same length as the hair on the top of the head. In these correct presentations, the eyes are indicated without being fully exposed. Remember that the coat is never clipped or plucked. The coat's length should be such that it appears to flow when the dog is in motion. But excessive contrasts in the coat or obvious stylizations are to be avoided. Dogs that are overly trimmed are to be severely penalized. Puppy and adolescent coat will often appear fuller and more stylized than the adult coat because of the texture and abundance of the coat. This dog has been tipped all over, giving an uncharacteristic stylized appearance. An adult Wheaten should never look like a plush stuffed toy. This overly long coat on the top of the head between the ears is incorrect. Ears should never appear shaved like this. This dog's coat has been trimmed too short on the body and does not lie flat. This dog's coat has good color and texture with the correct gentle wave. It's presented to show a terrier outline without being overly stylized. It is important to recognize the proper coat and reward it, but not at the expense of the overall quality of the dog. The Wheaten's gait is free, graceful, and lively, like this, with good reach in front and drive from behind. Coming toward you, the front leg should neither cross nor be thrown out to the side. Elbows are held close to the body. And going away, see how the rear legs track soundly with parallel hocks and good push from behind. This dog's front is toeing in. This hindquarter movement is too close. Here, there is a lack of reach and drive. Here again is correct movement. Free, graceful, lively. The coat seems to flow as the dog moves. The tail is set high and must be carried erect when moving. Dogs which fail to do so should be severely penalized. See how the dog covers ground effortlessly. The correct outline seen when standing is now maintained when the dog moves. The head and neck are carried proudly, and the back remains level and strong. Finally, a word about temperament. The typical soft-coated Wheaten is a happy, steady dog, and normally exhibits a less aggressive nature than is sometimes encouraged in other terriers. Timid or overly aggressive temperaments must be considered major faults. He carries himself gaily and self-confidently, and is always interested in what's going on around him. The soft-coated Wheaten's winning combination of natural good looks and enthusiasm has assured him a secure place in the world of purebred dogs.